Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be going over a stock that I'm somehow just now hearing about, and that's going to be ChargePoint. Now basically what ChargePoint is another way to get into this hot EV sector without actually buying into a stock that makes electric vehicles. And what ChargePoint does is provide the actual chargers for the batteries of the electric vehicles. And they do this with their chargers, but also with a very well designed app. This app includes features that lets you see the charging availability, it lets you see the price that your charge will be in advance, pictures to help you find the charger, general reviews on the charging station, and it also sends you push notifications which allow you to leave your car and it will let you know when it's ready to go again. Now they've delivered over 83 million charges so far, and as you can see here, that's one every 2 seconds. Obviously you can't exactly have too many features when it comes to the charger itself, besides the speed of the charger, which I've heard is pretty exceptional, but they are partnered with many top tier companies as you can see here. One of the companies is Verizon, and they've installed chargers in 75 of their locations, and this is one of many companies that they have partnerships with. Now, like I said, you can't really make one charger better than another, and that's why their mobile app is so special. And you can see here, these are their main competitors, but in reality, there's no competition here. Their revenue is around $103 million, and the next closest charger company is at $21 million. So they're over 5 times more revenue than any other company. Also, if you look at the amount of employees that they have over 700 employees, which shows that they're about 7 times larger than any of these companies when it comes to the amount of people that they have working on their product. Here's another graphic that shows you just how large their company is in comparison to the others. They're 7 times larger in terms of their market share than their next closest competitor, which is going to be SemaConnect. Also, they have the most chargers in North America, but not only that, they've started expanding into Europe, which will only expand their value as time goes on. I really like this article here by Seeking Alpha. It points out two really big things for me. The first thing is that this stock is currently valued at around $3 billion. In comparison, Nikola is valued at around $9 billion. And the big difference between these is that ChargePoint has revenue and Nikola doesn't, and that Nikola has a corrupt CEO. These are two pretty major differences, and I don't understand why one company would be valued 3 times more than the company with more positive points. Another thing that it points out here is that when investing in a new industry, an industry that's expected to change the market as a whole, you always want to invest in the market leader. You can see this with companies such as Tesla or even Apple. They got ahead of their competitors, and their competitors have really yet to catch up on them. This article is yet another one that explains how this stock is undervalued, and I'll skip all these complicated numbers for you and get to the important part, which is that through their crunching of numbers, they've determined that this stock should be valued at about $24 per share. And considering that it's currently priced at right around $14.50, that's a 50% return. And this isn't including future growth. This is currently, according to their numbers, 50% undervalued. This chart right here I think is really important as it shows the direct correlation between the growth of ChargePoint and the growth of the electric vehicle industry as a whole. Going all the way back to 2011 and all the way forward to 2026, you can see that the electric vehicle sales and the commercial ports, which is the amount of chargers that they have, both grow at roughly the same rate. Currently, we're about right here in the chart, and as you can see, it's expected to take off exponentially. So we want to get in here and not when it started its takeoff. To go along with this, I'm sure you all know that there's the general trend of moving towards green and clean energy, and you can also see that there's been fossil fuel bans. So these are main catalysts that will help this stock to grow. Here's their expected revenue chart for the next 5 to 6 years, and you can see that there's a 60% compound annual growth rate expected. These are great numbers that not a lot of other companies can match besides the other top companies in their industry. And generally, as we all know, revenue growth tends to be followed by stock price growth. So once again, we want to get ahead of the curve and get in now before they're making these billions and billions of dollars. At the end of the day, this company has a clear path to be the number one in its industry. With no real current competitors, all it has to do is stick to its plan, and it will become like a lot of the companies that you see right here. Luckily for anyone investing in this company, all of the companies that you're seeing in the bottom right are the former employers of the leadership team. This is a very experienced team, and I trust that they'll follow their plan and successfully make ChargePoint the number one electric vehicle charging company by far. Well, that's all I've got for you today in terms of this company. I think it has a really bright future, and it's one of the few stocks in a young industry that doesn't have many competitors. If you did go on to enjoy today's video, make sure you leave a like down below to show your appreciation, and subscribe if you don't want to miss any more videos like this one. Also, if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below, and we're pretty good at answering them within just a few hours. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one.